Hi, and welcome to Simple English Talk. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emma. We're so glad you're here with us. Today, we're talking about something that can really change the way you learn English. Just listening.
It sounds so simple, right? But it works. If you've ever felt stuck with English, if you study a lot but still can't speak confidently, this episode is for you.
We'll talk about how listening can actually help you speak better, understand more, and feel more natural with the language. It's not about studying harder, it's about listening smarter.
Let's start by thinking about how we all learned our first language. As babies, we didn't read books or study grammar, we just listened.
Exactly. We heard voices, sounds, conversations. Over and over again. Slowly, our brain made connections. We started to understand before we could speak.
And that's the key. Listening first. When you listen regularly, your brain starts learning the patterns, the pronunciation, the rhythm of the language, without you even trying too hard.
It becomes natural. You don't need to memorize grammar rules. You just start to feel what sounds right.
Fluency isn't about knowing every rule. It's about being able to speak without stopping to think. And listening gives you that flow.
You hear the same phrases used in different ways. You begin to understand how words are connected. And soon, you're using them yourself without even realizing it.
One of the best things about learning through listening is that it's low pressure. You don't have to answer questions. You just absorb.
And you can do it anywhere. On the bus, during a walk, while cooking. English can fit into your life easily when you use listening as your tool.
Now, what should you actually listen to? There are so many choices. Podcasts, YouTube videos, songs, movies, series.
Start with what you love. If you like music, listen to your favorite songs in English. If you enjoy cooking, find cooking shows in English. If you love stories, listen to audiobooks.
Don't worry if you don't understand everything. That's normal. It's okay to miss words. What matters is that you keep listening.
And if you repeat the same content again and again, you start to catch more. The first time you hear it, it's hard. The second time, it's easier. By the third or fourth time, you understand a lot more.
I always tell my students to repeat short clips or conversations. Pause, listen again, try to say it out loud. This builds speaking confidence too.
That's called shadowing. You listen and try to copy the speaker, the tone, the speed, the emotion. It's all part of learning how to speak naturally.
And you don't need a classroom to do it. You can do it alone, at home, even in your head. It's all about practice and exposure.
Now, there's something important to understand. There are two types of listening, active and passive. Both are helpful.
Passive listening is when you play English in the background. You're not fully focused, but your brain is still hearing the sounds.
It's great for getting used to the rhythm of the language. Then, when you want to go deeper, you switch to active listening. Really focusing, repeating, maybe writing things down.
You can combine both. Maybe in the morning, you listen while doing chores. Then later, you sit down and listen carefully to a short video or podcast.
That balance really works. And soon, you start to notice changes. You recognize words. You understand full sentences. You start to think in English.
Let me tell you about one of my students. She had been studying grammar for years, but still couldn't speak. She felt shy and slow.
I know that feeling. What helped her?
She started listening to English podcasts while walking every day. No notebooks, no pressure. Just 30 minutes of English in her ears.
That's a great habit.
Within a month, she felt more confident. She started speaking to herself, repeating what she heard, and slowly she became more fluent.
That's powerful. I had a student who watched the same English series over and over, at first with subtitles, then without. She started using full expressions from the show in real conversations.
That's the magic of listening. It teaches you how the language works in real life.
Some people think listening isn't enough. They say, I need to speak more. But the truth is, listening gives you the language you need to speak.
It's like feeding your brain. The more you hear, the more you can say.
And don't try to be perfect. You don't need to understand every single word. You just need the message, the feeling, the context.
You'll be surprised how much you can understand without translating.
If you're just starting, listen to simple English, children's shows, beginner podcasts, slow conversations.
And for intermediate learners, challenge yourself. Listen without subtitles. Try native content. Repeat harder materials.
Make it part of your daily routine. Maybe 10 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at night.
You don't need hours. Even short, regular listening builds strong habits.
And always choose things you enjoy. Learning should feel fun, not like homework.
Music is great too. You can learn new words, practice pronunciation, and enjoy the beat.
Sing along, repeat the chorus, try to understand the lyrics. It all helps.
The most important thing is consistency. Listen every day, even when you're tired, even if you feel like you're not learning. Keep going.
Because your brain is always learning. Even when it feels slow, progress is happening inside.
If you listen a lot, you'll start to speak naturally. You won't need to think so much. Words will just come out.
And that's the goal. Fluent, easy communication.
So don't give up. Just listen more.
Let English become part of your world.
We hope today's episode helped you see the power of listening.
Thanks for spending time with us. Keep listening, keep learning, and trust the process.
We'll be back soon with another episode. Until then, take care.
Bye.